For the remainder of today's assembly, the Diversity Club would like to deal with an issue that affects all of us, drunk and distracted driving. Although sometimes we see things like the skate we just watched and laugh it off, the reality is people are dying every day because of drunk and distracted driving. These people may be your friends, your family, your schoolmates. It could even be you. We hope when you leave here today, you understand the seriousness of these issues. To start, I'd like to introduce someone who has been personally impacted by drunk driving. Please welcome Senior Taylor Marie George.
Did you know that every 90 seconds someone is injured in a drunk driving accident, and every 53 minutes in America a life is lost in a drunk driving crash? We've all heard the statistics, but for some of us, these statistics are family or friends. Hopefully you've never experienced the devastating reality of drunk driving, but for some of us, it is real. Hi, my name is Taylor Marie George, and I'm here today to talk to you about the painful realness behind these statistics. It wasn't until this last month that I had known somebody personally that had been killed due to drunk driving. Today I would like to share with you the story of my friends Janessa and Janae Goatney. The twins have been a part of my life since I met them in 5th grade at church. This year they were seniors in high school, just like us. They were 17 years old, just like most of us. On Halloween night, they were on their way to Seattle just to go to a haunted house, just like some of us. But that's where the similarities in our story stop. Some of you may have heard on the radio or TV about these two girls. Their lives were ended too early due to one irresponsible person who made one irresponsible mistake to get behind the wheel of a car after drinking. These girls were on their way to Seattle when the unthinkable happened. A drunk driver swerved into their lane and hit them head on. No one is ever prepared to get news that your daughters or friends have been in a car accident. No one wants to get news like that. Janae didn't make it to the hospital and her twin sister Vanessa was in a coma for 2 weeks before passing away on Veterans Day. Since the accident, I have been doing a lot of thinking about drunk driving, something I've never done personally, but know people who have. We can all prevent accidents like Janae and Janessa's deaths. We all have the power to say no to getting into cars with drunk drivers, and drunk driving for those of us who have cars. I just want you to think about the next time you're deciding whether or not to drink and drive, because you may think it's a good idea at the time, but you have to think of the consequences of your actions. You're not the only one in danger when you're drinking and driving. You're endangering everyone in the car with you and everyone on the road. You don't want to be responsible for someone else's death or disability due to your one irresponsible mistake. That's not something you can forgive and forget, and it's definitely not something you can fix. So today I would like to ask you all a question. Is it really worth it? I hope you remember that when it comes down to more than statistics. There are real lives and real people whose lives are forever devastated due to drunk driving. Please never forget how serious it truly is. Don't forget my friend Janessa and Janae's deaths, and please don't let anyone else die because of the choice you make. If you've been drinking, you have no place behind the wheel. Thank you.
Traveled across this median and ended in striking the bridge that you can see behind me. When I got to the scene, her face was disfigured from sliding down the roadway. It's funny, the first thing I noticed about her was her shoes. Lying in the roadway in a large pool of blood, I noticed her shoes and I thought, this is a young girl. But that's the first thing I thought when I saw this one. And at that point is when I noticed her cap and gown was still in her car. going to graduate the next day. It was just a really horrific scene, all because of a senseless text message. It's just sad. Sorry, it's just sad.
Ashley would text hundreds of messages every day. That was the way we kept in touch. We would definitely text more than we talked.
Mariah was a multitasker extraordinaire.
She could text better than anyone I know. She could be having one conversation with me, completely focused, while having a text conversation with somebody else.
Would be at school, at home, movies, bowling, driving.
Not even looking at her
It
phone.
didn't matter where we were constantly texting. This is my sister. She was looking at my message that I had just sent her. When she looked up, she had clipped the median on the left-hand side of the road. Her truck flipped, and as it was flipping, she was actually ejected through the driver's side door. And she landed in the ditch about 300 feet from her truck. People will tell you over and over again, it's not your fault. But knowing that you were the person that she was talking to when she was killed. Just having a highway patrol officer write in a report that a text message sent at 12:05 is the reason that she is dead is not something that will ever go away. If I could talk to her one last time, I would just say, I'm sorry. This is her cell phone that she used in the accident. 4 little letters. That's what killed her.
The amount of time that it takes you to look down at a text, going 55 miles an hour is the equivalent of driving an entire football field blindfolded. So when you make the decision to text and drive or get behind the wheel drunk driving, it's a selfish action. It makes a profound impact on the community, not just yourself. By making a conscious decision to get behind the wheel after a night of drinking or just looking down at your cell phone, you're making the conscious decision to take someone's life. Are you okay with that?
In 2011, 226 children were killed in drunk driving accidents. Of those 226, 54% were by
In 2011, 23% of auto collisions involve cell phones.
That's 1.3 million.
Every 90 seconds, a person is injured in a drunk driving crash.
That is 40 just an
13% of drivers 18 to 20 involved in an accident admitted to texting during the accident.
9,878 people died in drunk driving crashes.
1 in 5 people surf the web while driving.
27 people die every day in the United States due to drunk driving.
25% of all crashes are due to texting.
Texting while driving causes an accident every 53 minutes. 1 in 3 will be involved in a drunk driving accident.
If you were given a sticker on your way into today's assembly, can you If we allow the statistics to continue, all the people you see standing will be involved in a drunk driving accident. You may all sit down.
Calm down. The goal of today's assembly is that none of you will ever have to live with the tragedy of distracted driving, whether it be drinking or texting and driving or anything else. The Diversity Club is asking you to take a pledge not to drive distracted. In your homerooms on Monday, your teachers will have copies of the pledges. There are two that you can sign. One is a pledge not to drink and drive or ride with anyone under the influence. The other is not to drive while distracted. Please turn your phone off when you are driving. It can wait. Thank you for all taking this pledge, and make sure that the streets are safe for everyone. Thank you.